Hello and welcome back. We're back to the laboratory. Laboratory. Sorry, just a weirdly shaped ass. Maybe a laboratory? That was a good one out of Final Fantasy Machinima Abridged. Good series, you should watch it.
So this is it. Intriguing.
This place is definitely where the strange magical signature of the marshland comes from.
But what causes it?
We will find out soon enough.
Yes?
Oh come on, please let this not be the final mission.
Good move.
There was so much more of the world map. Oh, it's for a dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, explodey zombies. Oh, we have the Harbinger healing us.
For the fire wielders!
That's nice. That slows guy who's already slow down and with the stunt effect. Arch. And a goblin. And yes, I'm still carrying that helmet around. But that's of no importance right now. We kinda have to explore the laboratory. Oh, what's this? Looks neat. And it looks interrupted. And it did a huge amount of damage to core.
Let's see.
Wonder what it is. Spark of Essence. Here, have some zombies.
What?
That works too.
Interesting.
Ooh, black damage crossbow. Oh, was he just again dead healing my zombies? I'm well, kinda surprised.
Let's burn them.
Ooh, is that a spirit thing? And boom, done again. Nah, this can't be the last mission. They never introduced new mobs in the last mission. I hope.
Now would you look at that?
Ooh. Also we get additional upgrades for Insgrim's armor.
Do you see that?
It walks.
And it talks.
I don't like this thing, Taha. It's wrong.
Do you understand me? What happened here? What are you? Huh. It seems to understand us. At least a little. Do you know anything about the blood burn? I think we're wasting our time here. Let's push on.
We should kill it.
What?
This entire place. It's a blasphemy. Only the All-Father should have the power to shape life like that. And we should free this thing from its suffering.
I hate to say it, but I actually agree. It's against nature and we should kill it.
We don't know how it feels about it.
We will not kill this thing. It's harmless.
All right. Then do as you wish.
Oh, is he going to kill it now?
Sounds like a plan.
It seems to have fun wandering around.
Understood.
Ooh, that seems familiar.
Tiara's breath. What? What was that?
It looks human.
No, these were never alive. I can smell it.
What are you implying?
That they've been created somehow. Didn't you tell us about this nightmare that you've had since you were a child, Tahar? The one in which you saw these bizarre constructs.
Of course. These are the things from my dream.
That's interesting. To say the least.
What is it? Is the main character created too? Oh, it even slows down time in this mode. Wait, I want to heal. Thank you.
Sure.
Nah. Don't like the alt control.
Let's see.
Oh, at least the goblin is happy at what it can do. Yeah. Here again. Ooh, burning sword. I was thinking about buying a burning sword in Everlight. Well, lucky I didn't.
Finally.
Would have been a waste of money.
Easy.
Ooh, more goblins.
Get ready.
And more loot. What gift? Ooh, another quest item, a titanium slab.
Pathetic.
Hey, could you... Okay, they have an aura which stop you from casting things or something. So, just become a beer. And apply taunt around you. And more loot again. But it's just a longbow.
Now would you look at that?
Wonder if Gore had something to say to this token if he wasn't a bear right now.
Alright, here goes nothing. Here we go.
You'll regret this.
Hey, don't bash him through the whole area. And with that we have another demon down. Yay! And he did not leave any loot. What an unfriendly demon. I think some of my people were kinda missing rings. And I just know what to do.
Uh-huh.
Yes?
I think Gore... well, nah, Gore does not need a ring. But Urim does, since his willpower isn't too high as well as his intelligence, so I think it's
So,
better
what's the plan?
like this. Yeah. That seems like a nice bathroom.
Fair
Ooh, a
enough.
ghost.
Let's do this.
Okay,
Interesting.
a ghost I have to speak to. Helena's ghost? Who's Helena?
Why? That's impossible.
Do you know this thing?
It looks like someone I knew. Back from when I was still fighting for my father.
So she was a rebel.
She defied my father, same as I. That's why he killed her.
Whatever she was, she's a revenant now. In other words, she's dangerous.
Of course. A ghost seeking closure.
I've seen my share of undead, but this is new. What exactly is that? A revenant?
Yal Kadara, a spirit who seeks. When a person dies with an unfulfilled desire, a scourge, that person may return to the world as a revenant, with the purpose of finding closure. It's a magical phenomenon.
If a revenant is a ghost seeking closure, she's here for Asamo, for revenge.
Probably. I think we...
Isamo,
by the light.
you took me, Tahar. You took me. You took Zane. You took your own child. But it's over now. I found you.
Sarek's fangs. It seems to think you are Isamo.
Helena, I...
Okay. That's bad.
No. No!
I think she should have... oh, she's weak against all elemental stuff. It's actually pretty nice of her hitting my... oh, that's not too well.
Not now!
What? Okay, why didn't you attack her?
For the fire wielders!
Maybe I pressed the wrong button or something. Well, that run,
What do we need?
that was kinda tragic. Yeah, heal my zombies all you want.
Leave it to me. Books, books, books. Did my father read all these? Got it. Now would you look at that?
Fine. Zarek guides me.
Oh, a hidden
Let's
chest.
see.
Ooh. Well. I wonder if Gore, maybe? I think I have other characters who could benefit more of it,
What do you want?
Really?
so I'll keep it out of her inventory right now. Damn it, I could not interrupt that. Let's place a totem. And with that, he's
Will do.
gone. At least this demon dropped some essence. Hey, spark essence! To make things sparkly. Okay. That sounds like our target destination.
Now would you look at that?
More reinforced dwarven shoulder pads.
Do you hear that?
The Song of White.
Yes, but it's clearer. It seems to be coming from down that hallway.
Then we know where we have to go.
The song. It has stopped.
Indeed. Incredible. All this energy. I've never felt anything like it.
And I still don't like it. Whatever's behind the door, we need to be wary.
Any thoughts? We have no idea what to expect, so we should stay closely together.
No.
I'm sorry.
Whatever is in there, you, the pariah, needs to face it alone. It's what I saw in the vision, and thus, it's Aenir's will.
This is foolish. It's too dangerous.
It doesn't matter. It's the Allfather's will, and we will obey.
Just from now.
I don't like this, but all right.
Have you lost your mind? No way you're going in there alone.
What do you want me to do? There's purity priests all over the fortress. If this is what he wants, we'll do it.
Wise words.
All right. Then let's get this over with. Just stay put. I'll be back.
And guess who's gonna betray me?
No turning back now.
Is there something lootable around here? Also, this seems... well... this reminds me a lot of the Skyrim DLC with the vampires.
Tiara's breath.
Something's weird with animations. And I do not like that.
My child. Finally.
What is this? Who are you?
Your mother. I'm your mother.
Wait. You? Say that again?
I'm your mother. You are the blood of my blood. My child. My son. And you finally come. You've come to save me.
I don't understand.
I'm your mother. The quiet man, Isamo. He molded you from my blood. And after all this time, you finally heard me. Please, child, sit down. I believe we have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
You are silent.
Yes. I'm sorry. All this, it's a lot to take in.
I feel the same way. All those years I've spent in this slumber, only to wake up and be experimented upon by your father. To be given a child in some grotesque, unholy ritual. I still wonder if this is really happening. Or maybe just a strange dream.
I'm afraid it isn't.
So, am I called Sephiroth? Sorry.
Why is it that you call Isamo the Quiet Man?
Well, I did not know his true name until years after my awakening. And before that, he hardly spoke. So this is what my mind always called him.
So, you've been in this stasis until I came here, and I somehow set you free?
I was awake, but at the same time I wasn't. Whatever the Quiet Man did after he woke me, it left me in this haze. I didn't see, I couldn't move, but I could hear, and I could feel.
That must have been horrible.
It was, and there were times where I just wished that he would finally end it.
Why can I understand you? We don't speak the same tongue, do we?
We don't know, but you joined your spirit to the Nexus, didn't you? Our minds are connected. Thus, I can hear you, and you can hear me.
I still can't believe you're a Shaper.
Shaper. That's how the Quiet Man called me too. We called ourselves the Zarlunde.
I know, but how is it possible that you're still alive? I thought you were extinct.
Yes, so it seems. I was unaware of this until the Quiet Man told me.
But how did your people die? And how did you survive?
I do not know how my people died. Believe me, child, I have spent a long time wondering. As for your second question, it is a long story. I was one of the Yulas caste, the scientists, the scholars, the priests, and like many other Zalundeb at that time, I was taken by the Scourge.
The Scourge?
A disease. It had been ravaging through our empire for over a decade at that time. It ate us up from the inside.
Most scholars who studied your people firmly believed that the Shapers had cured the world of all diseases.
Then they are wrong. We had found cures for many of them, yes. But even these were often only for the Yulas and the Zavas, the ruling castes. And there was no cure for the Scourge.
But you survived. How?
Through a ritual, an experiment. The idea was to freeze my body until a cure would be found. Looking back, I wonder why I was so eager to keep living. I was just a power-hungry woman who had no one to mourn her death. By the face of time, it's strange to tell you this. Millennia have passed, but some of the memories are still so lively, so real.
How old were you when the Scourge infected you?
90 years. Half my lifespan was already gone.
You said that my father created me. What is that supposed to mean?
I am not sure if I can even give you an answer to that. But I will try to explain. See, my child, the quiet man, Isamu, I do not think he ever considered me a living being. What he saw me as was a tool to the essence.
The essence?
The source of all magic. Your father's race, they are only able to access a glimpse, a twinkle from an endless sea. We, the Zalonthep, were different. We have always been closer to the essence. We had understood how to harness it, and that had made us powerful.
So, the essence is the place all magic comes from?
Yes, but there were and probably are many names for it. The essence is only what my people called it.
Did you ever try to resist? To break free?
Of course, but it was pointless. I could not speak and I could not move, and even my magic could not aid me.
So, you're saying that my father wanted to use you to gain access to this essence?
Yes, he was obsessed with the idea of gaining power, and to him, I was the key. But what he was trying to do, transferring my aura, my powers onto himself, was impossible, and he realized that quickly.
Why was it impossible?
Because an aura is as unique as a person's eyes or their fingertip skin. It cannot simply be put on and off like a helmet or a glove, and it dies with its owner.
Which is why he tried to find another way to gain access to your powers.
Yes, he tried transferring my energy to a talisman, to these flesh creatures he created, and countless other ways, but it was all in vain. These experiments went on for years, and even though I couldn't see and couldn't speak, I felt it all. Then he created you. His train of thought was simple. If my aura could not be transferred, it could be passed onto my offspring.
But how is that even possible? A Shaper and a human?
It is possible. The way we conceive, how we bring forth new life, it is different from what you are used to.
How?
It's complicated, and I do not want to talk about it with my own child. What matters is it worked. Down here, on this altar, I gave life to you, to my first and only child.
I'm sorry. This is a lot to take in.
I understand. Believe me, I do. All those years, I had wondered how it would feel to finally meet you. About what you would look like, and all the things I tell you. But now that you're here, it feels surreal. as if all this is just an illusion, a mirage.
What happened then? What did Isamo do?
He took you away. For what purpose, I do not know. But it is evident that it did not work. Even through you, he could not obtain access to the essence. As for what happened afterward, that is a question you are more fit to answer than I am. And once you freed me, I want you to tell me all.
What exactly happened when I touched your hand earlier? How did I wake you?
You don't know.
How should I?
Yes, how should you? I am sorry, child. For some reason, I continue to expect you to know all those things I would have taught you. If things had been different. You see, a Shaper does not always have that connection to the essence the Quiet Man was looking for. When they come of age, there is an event called the melding. The child, guided by her creators, unlocks the potential slumbering within. Your father, he did not know this, which is why you could never give him what he wanted.
So this is what happened? You performed this ritual on me?
It's less of a ritual, but something that happens with age. It would have happened far earlier if we had not been separated. But yes, by taking my hand, we melded. And the energy that was set free also lifted my curse. Or at least parts of it. I am still unable to move.
But what does that mean? That I can now access the essence?
No, the melding only provides the child with a key. Finding the door is a lifelong quest. But yes, deep down inside you have unlocked something. A potential for the enormous power Isamo had been looking for.
But I still don't understand. What is the story behind that song? You said that you called out to me so that I could find and save you.
Yes, I have done nothing else since your father took you from me. But it was only a short time ago that I finally started to feel that I could sense your presence somewhere out there. Thus, I tried to focus my thoughts onto you and sent them out into the world. Telepathy, as you call it. The song must have been the way the dark corners of my mind expressed my emotions.
My father died a year ago. Could this be the reason that we only started hearing the song 6 moons ago?
He is dead?
Yes. He started a rebellion against our kingdom and fell in the final battle.
I see. I always knew it would come to that, you know. His hunger, this glare in his eyes. I knew it would consume him eventually.
How does that make you feel?
That is a good question. I do not know. I expected to feel relief, joy, triumph even. But instead, I feel nothing.
So his death broke whatever spell he had imposed on you. And because of that, your telepathy finally carried through the walls of this place.
That is the only explanation. Yes.
So it was telepathy. But how come only certain people heard you? Only mages?
Is it not obvious? Because having magic means standing close to the essence. And only those who stand close are receptive to my telepathy. I did not know the form my thoughts would take on, but it seems that for us, it was a song. One that finally led you here to free your mother from her suffering. There is poetry in that, isn't there?
I think there's something you don't know.
What do you mean?
Your song. It was lethal to everybody who wasn't gifted with magic. I don't know how to say this, but people died. Lots of people. This is why I'm here. To end the blood burn, as we've started to call it.
Bloodburn? the name of the sun. I didn't know.
I just don't understand. Why did the song kill people without magic? How is this possible?
I don't know. Maybe it was too much for their minds to bear. Forgive me, I don't know what to say.
But it's over now, isn't it? I found you.
Yes, it should be, but... Oh, please, you have to believe me. I didn't know. All I wanted was to have you back. To... Wait. There's someone here.
And she's gonna
What are you...
get killed.
No!
Oh, what did I know?
I'm sorry. It was necessary.
What did you do?
What do you think? I fulfilled Aener's prophecy. Searching for a cure, the pariah seeks the truth. A lost mother will be found and awoken from her slumber, and thus allows me to receive her essence.
You knew about this? You knew about my mother?
Yes, I did. I knew that the blood burn was caused by a Shaper mother looking for her lost child. But what I didn't know was where to find her. So I had to find the child instead, which I did. The pariah. Though I certainly did not expect it to be Asamo Tahar's son.
But why? What for?
Isn't it obvious? Because I needed her essence. The key to the Archfire, as we call it. Through its power, I will be able to open the gates and to allow Aenir to return. I'm sorry, Tahar. Your mother, she will now serve the greater good. I hope you understand.
Understand? You bloody killed her!
She is not dead. Her body may be, but not her mind. Inside that amulet, she's still alive. It's what your father had always tried to accomplish, but never did.
Where are the others? What did you do to them?
Put to sleep. Don't worry, I didn't kill them.
If you...
I did not kill them. As defilers, they will be put to justice, but that has not been done yet.
I don't get it. You did all this only to get access to the essence? To the Archfire?
No. The blood burn had to be stopped. Unlike what you might believe, I do care about the people of Io, just as the All-Father cares about all of his children. So I stopped it, as Aenir ordered me to. But he also told me something else. That purifying the world, freeing it from defilers, and making people see their sins is only the first step. The second one requires power. A lot of it.
Why?
It's called the opening of the gates. A rift, a portal. One through which Aenir can step back into this world. And this is what he chose me for. His most loyal servant. He needed the Archfire's power. And he knew the pariah and his mother were the key.
And now, what comes next?
Your role in this ends. That is what will happen next. Once again, I am truly sorry. But the All-Father's visions were clear. The pariah needs to die after the mother has been found.
No, this is insane. There has to be another way.
No, Tahar. There is not.
You read my mind.
Yeah, some zombies.
Why do you resist? It's pointless.
Yeah, I have so much more attack power than you.
No,
It's over, Lycain.
No. Believe me, it isn't. Time to put your mother's magic to the test.
What the... What is this?
Yeah, this did not go as I did not expect it, so it completely did go as I expected, except the mother thing. But still, the strange priest guy is actually going to try to kill us all, taking some unbelievable power to follow his will. And I have a bad feeling he will go to Iron's Blade, and the opening of the gates will release a Fanamir. We're in a really bad situation.
Melon's reins. Hey, quick, over here! Yes, yes, just like that. Stay with us, Corporal. Stay with us.
What's the matter? What happened?
Tahar's awake.
Lord Marshal Arendir, what in blazes are you doing here?
It's a long story, but I'm here as an ally.
Yes, and there will be plenty of time for the lengthy explanations later. First, I want to know how you're feeling, Tahar. Sorry to say it like this, but you look like shit.
Yeah.
Charming as always, but I'm fine. Just dizzy. What happened? I just remember Lacane and my mother.
Your mother? You mean the Shaper?
Yes. It's hard to explain. She was in some kind of stasis when my father found her, and my father used her for his experiments. I don't know how to say this, but the Bloodburn, it was her doing. When my father died, she tried to call out to me by telepathy. That's what caused the plague.
All right, I think his head wound is worse than we thought.
It's the truth, Iria. And Lacane didn't only want me to stop the Bloodburn. He needed me to lead him to my mother, so he could use her as a source for the Archfire.
Well, that's a lot to take in, I guess. But why your mother? You're speaking metaphorically, right?
I'm not. She is my mother.
All right. Start over, from the beginning. What happened when you walked into that chamber? I'm sorry, but that sounds absurd. Utterly absurd.
Well, I doubt he's lying, King Regent. And actually, it makes sense. It explains a lot, for example, why he could activate the portals, enter Mullendir, and why he had this vision. But I have to admit, it's not what I expected from our little trip to the Eye. Not at all.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, how did we get out of that dungeon?
Well, as you know, I was unconscious too, so I can only tell you what the soldiers told me. But after that explosion, it was as if the skies had started raining fire. Lacane's soldiers panicked and rushed into the dungeon to save him. It must have also alarmed our troops who were waiting at the borders. They marched in and used the confusion to get us out too. I mean, at the time, the Purity still thought we were allies and vice versa. In other words, we got lucky.
Apparently. But why in blazes are you here, Lord Marshal? And how long was I out for?
It's just anger now. I think we've moved past the titles. And to answer your question, you were out for 5 weeks.
5 weeks?
Yes. To be honest, if your vital signs hadn't remained steady, we would have assumed you were dead.
Which leads us to your mother. You mentioned something about Lacane banishing her into some kind of amulet?
Yes. He somehow absorbed her spirit to gain access to the Archfire. That's what my father always tried, and why he created me in the first place.
And I assume, by Archfire, you're talking about some extremely powerful source of magic.
The source of all magic, yes.
So the theories are true. Well, at least now we have an explanation.
An explanation of what?
Well, the Harbinger has gone rampant. Briefly put, the Purity of Light has taken over almost all of Leonida. The Eye, Greyfell, Greykeep, everything.
What about the Queen? Is she...
She's alive. The Harbinger knows he can't kill her, because if he does and word gets out, then he might lose the common folk's support. According to our spies, the Queen's Guard and the Purity have struck some kind of bargain.
Wait, so the Purity controls the keep, and the Queen's Guard just plays along?
Yes, it sounds absurd, I know. But the Queen's Guard first responsibility lies with the safety of the Queen. Whatever is necessary to protect her, they do it. Though I doubt Lacane's long-term plan sees the Queen at his side. which is just another reason to hurry.
And he's wielding the power of the Archfire?
Some incredibly powerful form of magic, yes. And it adds up. He absorbed your mother's spirit, and it allows him to do the things he now does.
But why? Why start a war against all of Northander?
To prepare Io for the arrival of Aeonir. You remember that nonsense his priests always preach? How we're the reason that Aeonir left us?
Yes. That's why they want to clear the world of sin and mages. Of defilers.
Well, it seems that they've spiced up their idea a little since it was taking too long. It's not just mages they kill anymore, but everybody who doesn't convert to their religion. Soldiers, women, men. They all get to choose. Join the purity and accept the light, or be killed on the spot.
Shit.
Words of wisdom.
Be that as it may, your recovery couldn't be more timely.
How did you even get here?
Later, Tar. I'll tell you all you want to know, but not now.
Since you saved me from the dungeon, what about my mother's body? Is she...
She's here in the Nexus. We saved her, but she seems to be in some kind of a coma. For a while we thought it was the same as your condition, but now that you've told us the full story, it makes sense. Her body is still functioning, but Lacane has stolen her spirit.
One more reason to stop him.
I was hoping you'd say that. Maybe we'll even get our chance sooner than expected. Lacane is marching towards us as we speak.
Come again?
He knows where we are, and he's planning an attack on the city. He might arrive today or tomorrow, but soon, which is why we need to...
Lord Marshal.
Speaking of Nor...
The Purity. They are here, as you said. What are your orders, sir?
Put up defenses all around the perimeter and protect the Nexus at all cost. How many are they?
Hundreds, sir. And House Utran is supporting them too. Your sister is leading them.
Myra?
I'm afraid so.
Wait, you're saying that House Utran is working for the Purity of Light now? And they're led by Lady Myra Utran?
As I said, yes. It could be anything, though. Maybe Lacane forced her to comply.
Then make sure that she does not get harmed. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. There needs to be an explanation for this. Either way, we need to fend them off. Tahar, are you able to fight?
If I get
I
my
think
armor
so.
back.
Yes.
Good. Then you're back in charge. Let's head out.
Hey. So, basically a new magic tree. Ooh, this is interesting. Brutality, discipline, or leadership. These abilities sound useful. Perk enemies attacking you are weaker. Also a nice ability. Also a nice ability. What has brutality? Winds of Darkness. Obliterate. Ooh, that's a new damage type. Is that direct damage? Pure damage, yeah. Yay, absorbing corpses. What a nice ability. So basically the paladin run. I think I'll stay with black magic, maybe. These abilities seem all pretty useful. So, do I have to unlock them? Or do I get them for free? Nah, I have to unlock them. Which is bad because I have to go down all the way. Yeah, I should have gone for brutality or something. Ah, well, if I unlock level 1 of these. Also, the auto attack with weakened seems pretty useful. So, but before we go on here, let's do a cliffhanger. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and bye!